Sell me this pen. You remember that scene from the movie The Wolf of Wall Street? Sell me this pen. And everybody thought that sell me this pen is the best way to evaluate a person's sales capabilities. Let me tell you something. That's a truckload of crap. Because you are not out there in the market selling 10 rupee pens to strangers on the street. So don't judge your capability as a sales leader, as a sales professional, as an entrepreneur when it comes to sales by this cliche of sell me this pen. What you need to understand is how to build the right elements in your sales system. So sales is a result of the system in your business, not a result of your presence in the business. The challenge a lot of small and medium business owners face is that they are the only salesperson in their company, and because they are busy doing so many other things, sales activity is not happening on a consistent basis, it's not happening on a daily basis, and therefore sales is inconsistent and income is inconsistent for the business. The reality is this: if you want to master sales, then you need to build a system of selling so that the system is selling on a daily basis and it's not just dependent on you. And I know some of you've tried hiring salespeople, but those salespeople have not had the ability to speak like you, to communicate like you, to have the conviction like you, to have the clarity like you, and you've given up on the idea of building a sales team, and you started believing that you will always remain the only salesperson of your business. But I want you to understand, if you're the only salesperson in your business, then that's a trap, because that means the business will never ever grow beyond you. It will always be dependent on you, and you have to keep bringing that income on a month-to-month basis just to be able to sustain the salaries and other expenses of your business. In this video, I want to break down for you what are the 4 key elements that you need to design so that you construct a sales system, and that sales system then brings you sales consistently. Hi, my name is Rajdeep Talreja, and as a business coach, I've worked with thousands of entrepreneurs to help them set up systems in every aspect of their business. One of the common challenges that I see with a lot of business owners who I work with is that they are the only salespeople in their business. And I help such business owners to design a system for selling so that they are able to generate income consistently and continuously. In this video, my intention is to break down what are those 4 elements of constructing a sales system so you set yourself free and you set your business on a path of scaling up. Now, apart from sharing with you the 4 elements of designing a sales system, by the end of this video, I have an interesting opportunity for you to tap into to be able to grow your business. I have shared the same opportunity with 70,000 other entrepreneurs, and they all have taken this opportunity and have set themselves on the path for scalability. So make sure you stay till the end of the video, you make notes about the 4 elements of building a sales system, and you also utilize the opportunity that will be given to you by the end of this video. What typically happens with most small and medium business owners is that they are driving sales by themselves in their business. And let's face it, as an entrepreneur, sales is not your primary responsibility. It's not your primary role. Your primary responsibility is overall management. Your primary responsibility is the overall growth of the business. And growth of the business cannot happen if you are the only one going out there and bringing business for the business. And this is where most entrepreneurs fail. They think that when they are selling, they are fulfilling their primary role, and they get stuck in sales, and neither are they able to do it on a daily basis. Neither are they able to be consistent because they are involved in so many other things. You are involved in managing your customers, you are involved in managing your team, you are involved in delivering your products and services, you are involved in your finances, you are involved in marketing and lead generation. Now, when you're involved in so many things already, be kind to yourself and tell me one thing. How will you be able to do sales on an everyday basis and generate business consistently? It's not practically possible. And that's why you need to focus on setting up a sales system where sales can happen continuously and consistently without you. If you don't do that, you get stuck and your business gets stuck with inconsistent income patterns. One thing you also need to keep in mind is this. Some entrepreneurs hire teams. I know some of you really genuinely hired team members, but what's happening with those team members is they are not able to close deals. They are probably opening the doors, they are having those initial conversations, but they need to bring you in the last minute to close deals. Now, what ends up happening in such a scenario is that the salesperson that you've hired is actually not playing the role of a salesperson. They're just playing the role of a pre-sales person, where they're just pre-qualifying the customer, and they call you and involve you in every single transaction, every single conversation, so that you close deals. And I've seen a lot of entrepreneurs, they're actually happy doing that. They're happy when their team members take them for sales meetings. The entrepreneur floors the client with their conviction, with their clarity, with their capabilities, closes the deal, and then the only thing that your salesperson does after the meeting is done is that they clap for you. They clap for you and say, "Too good, sir, too good, madam. You're so good at selling. I learned so much from you. Do one thing, tomorrow there's one more meeting, you come for that meeting also." Now think about it. This salesperson is now becoming a sales manager and is managing you. They are giving you a work that you close the deals. This is not a sustainable system. This is not a sustainable mechanism. Over a period of time, the aspirations of your team members will grow. They will expect an increment in their salary, but you will start feeling unjust and unfair, and you will start thinking, "I am the one who closes the deal. This person just pre-qualifies the customer. How dare they expect a salary when their capabilities are not up to the mark?" Ladies and gentlemen, this is a trap. This is where most entrepreneurs fail, even though they hire sales teams, because they don't know how to transition the capabilities onto their sales team members, and eventually they lose faith in building a sales team and come to the conclusion that I need to be the only salesperson in the business, therefore creating a bigger trap for themselves. So I want you to understand this. Selling by yourself, unhealthy. Going and being involved in every sales conversation and your team not having the capability to close deals, unhealthy. The key is to build a sales system so that your team can close deals, sales activity can happen consistently, and you can step in here and there, but not everywhere. And if you lack a sales system, then what ends up happening in your business is you don't have a measurement mechanism of the effort as well as the effectiveness. I want you to think about it. There are two key metrics in sales. One is our sales effort. How many customers are we actually pitching our products and services to? The number of customers we are pitching our products and services to, that's our sales effort. The other is our sales effectiveness. Out of the customers we are pitching our products and services to, what percentage of them are actually buying? That's the effectiveness of our sales system. That's the effectiveness quotient of our sales skills. Now in business, you need to measure both. You need to measure your sales effort and you need to measure your sales effectiveness. And if you want to increase your sales effort and you want to increase your sales effectiveness, then you need to build these 4 elements that I want to share with you in this video on what needs to be in place for you to create a sales system. So make sure you have your notebook and your pen ready, and make sure you're making notes as I break down for you the 4 elements of building a sales system. Here's element number 1. The first element is your sales steps. Write down sales steps. What do I mean by sales steps? This is where on paper as a business owner, you need to break down from the time an inquiry is generated till the time a customer buys. What are the steps in the sales process? Let me repeat that. From the time an inquiry is generated till the time a customer buys, what are the steps involved in the sales process? You need to break down every single step. And when I say every single step, I mean every single step. For example, if you are in a B2B business and you generate inquiries through your website, now, once somebody inquires on your website, once they fill a form of interest on your website, what are the steps? The next step may be an autoresponder email. So that's your step, autoresponder email. Then the next step should be they should get a call back to set up an appointment. Then the step after that needs to be to confirm the meeting, confirm the appointment. An emailer and a message needs to go out. And then from there, going into the sales meeting. In the sales meeting, you need to break down the steps. The first step is introduction. Second step is setting the context for the meeting. Third step is to understand the requirements of the customer. Fourth step is to present your solutions or your products and services based on the requirements of the customer. Fifth step is to answer the questions of the customer. Sixth step could be to commit to creating a proposal for the customer. 7th step could be to come back, create a proposal. 8th step could be to send or present the proposal. 9th step could be to follow up. 10th step could be to create a commercial offer. 11th step could be negotiation. 12th step could be closing. So this is a breakdown of every single step in a B2B business. Now, I'm not saying what steps I shared with you is a standard template for all B2B sales, but this is a fair enough framework. Same thing if you're a retail business. From the time a customer inquires till the time the customer buys, what are the steps? First step could be how the customer is welcomed into your store. Second step could be how they are asked for their requirements. What are they looking for? Third step could be demonstration of your products. Fourth step could be closing or upselling to your customer. Fifth step could be the billing. Sixth step could be the feedback form. So you need to break down the steps in your sales process right from the time a customer inquires till the time a customer buys. That's the first element of a sales system, to detail out the steps. Now that's the first element. The second element of a sales system is the scripts. What do I mean by the scripts? This is where for every step of your sales process that you've broken down under element number 1, for every step you need to design scripts. You need to design scripts of what to say, what not to say. You need to design scripts of questions to ask. You need to design scripts of how to generate commitments from customers. You need to design scripts of how to handle the objections or frequently asked questions of the customers. You need to design scripts around negotiation, around closing. And let me ask you one thing. Do you think just having one standard script will suffice? No, it will not, because not every customer is the same. And therefore, you need to create minimum of 5 scripts up to at least 8 different types of scripts, keeping different types of customers that you pitch your products and services to, keeping different scenarios that come up in sales conversations. Now, this has to be scripted. You need to put pen to paper and write this down. I'll tell you why it's important. A lot of business owners think, no, Rajiv, I have it in my head. That's the problem. Only you have it in your head. Only you know what to say, when to say, how to say it. Your team members don't know it. And what ends up happening in a lot of businesses is business owners hire sales team members. They train them on a standard company introduction. They train them on the company's brochure, company's catalog, company's profile. And those sales team members, like parrots, go and repeat the same words for all types of customers, and therefore they don't get business. I want you to understand this. If you want to build a sales system, don't keep it in your head. Put it on paper. It may sound tedious to sit and draw flow charts and make scripts for different situations, different scenarios, different types of customers, but do that effort. It's a one-time effort, but it becomes a lifetime asset for your business. So for each step, you break down the sales scripts. That's the second element of building a sales system. The third element of building a sales system is your support materials. In sales, to enhance the customer's buying experience, it's very important that you have support materials which make the customer feel wow at the right time in the sales process. What do I mean by support materials? Support materials could be your business cards, your brochures, your catalogs, your company profile, your website, your social media pages, your case study documents or your case study file, your customer testimonial file, any assessments that you make the customer do in the sales process which enhances their need to buy your product or service, any reports that you can share with your customer about the industry or about trends which enhances their information to make an informed decision. So all these elements become support materials. It could be samples of your products. That becomes a support material as well. So you need to make sure that you make a list of support materials and you create these support materials and you define in the sales steps based on the sales script which support material needs to be used when. You don't have to open all the support materials in the introduction of your sales meeting. You need to open each support material at the right time. So if you know one of the frequently asked questions in sales is, have you worked with anybody else from our industry? Then make sure you have a support material of case study files. which you can open up and say, let me show you a bunch of case studies of people in your industry whom we worked with in the past. If you feel there's a stage where the customer may be a little confused about what do they exactly want, then make sure you have an assessment as a support material and you make them go through the assessment so they become clear about what they want. If you feel some industry data or reports may add value in the decision making process for your customer, then make sure that in the closing stage you share with them that I have a very interesting industry report to share with you. So that enhances the customer's buying experience. Break down the required support materials that can enhance the customer's buying experience. It's a very, very critical element which is missed by many businesses in building their sales system. So let me repeat the first three elements before I go to the fourth element of the sales system. The first element is your sales steps, right from the time the customer inquires till they buy. The second element is your scripts, and not just one standard script, minimum 5, optimum 8 different types of scripts to address different scenarios. The third element is your support materials. So you see what's relevant and you build those support materials in a world-class manner with world-class design, with world-class look and feel, so they look at you as a world-class business. And lastly, the fourth important element of building a sales system is to define the skill matrix. What do I mean by a skill matrix? This is where you need to break down what kind of skills should a salesperson have, what kind of industry knowledge, product knowledge, market knowledge should a salesperson have, what kind of network should a salesperson have so they can tap into their network and generate business for your company, what kind of persona and attitude should a salesperson have. You need to detail out the attributes, skills, knowledge, persona and attitude, and the network that the person should have. When you detail that out, that's when you know clearly who can produce a result for you as a salesperson. Think about it. If you don't have a detailed skill matrix defined in your business, where you've broken down the skills required, the knowledge required, the persona required, the network required, then you end up hiring those people for sales who are not getting any job anywhere. I have seen so many businesses make this mistake. When a candidate comes who's desperate for a job, they ask the candidate, what kind of role are you looking for? And the candidate says, sir, ma'am, any job is okay with me. Suddenly I see the business owner get excited saying, any job? Oh, let me give this person a sales job because they're open to any job. Please understand, sales is a powerful capability. Not everybody has it. Just because somebody is desperate for a job and you're not finding anybody for a sales role, if you give this person a sales job, let me tell you something. You are not just setting yourself up for massive failure, but you're setting yourself up for a massive belief system crash. What do I mean by that? When you hire a random person and expect them to go get business for you, and they are not able to get business because they don't have the skills, don't have the knowledge, don't have the network, don't have the persona, they keep coming back to you with a very negative feedback from the market. Sir, our product price is too high. Sir, nobody requires our product or service. Sir, competitor has occupied the market. When they come back with these kind of perspectives again and again and again and again and again, and you don't see business coming through, you start believing that sales is difficult in your industry. Let me tell you something. There is enough requirement for any product or any service on this planet. There are enough people willing to spend money. The question is, do you have a system where the steps are broken down of the customer's journey, where the scripts are clearly articulated of what to say, what not to say in different situations, where the support materials are designed to enhance the customer's experience, and the skill matrix is defined to hire the right people to implement this system? Only when you make all these 4 elements work does sales work for you. If any of these elements are missing, then please remember this: sales will not work for you. You will have to work in sales for your business, and that's a big, big, big trap. So I hope you understood the 4 elements of constructing a sales system, and I hope you are able to see that by building these 4 elements in your business, you are equipping your business with the ability to build the right team which can produce the required result for you in sales. Without these 4 elements, you are like a headless chicken running around town hoping for business to come to you, and you're working too hard for very little with a very small belief system about what's possible in your business. Now, I have broken down for you the 4 elements. I have shown you the power and impact of these 4 elements. I've also broken down for you, if these 4 elements are missing, how sales becomes a very disastrous department in your business. If you've understood this, then start your journey of building a sales system. And I would recommend one thing: don't just start at building a sales system. Like how in this video I've broken down for you the 4 elements of a sales system, I hope you understand that you need a system in every department of your business. You need a system in marketing, in sales, in operations, in R&D, in accounts, in human resources, in management. So what I want you to do is this: if you are clear that the answer to your problems, your challenges, the solution for growth in your business is actually building systems, then I want you to click on the link below and register yourself for my upcoming 4-hour live training called the Business Breakthrough Seminar. Because at the Business Breakthrough Seminar, I deep dive into these 7 activities: marketing, sales, operations, R&D, accounts, human resources, management. And I showcase to you how can you build a stable and successful business. Because if you are sitting and doing all of these things, then you are firefighting, my friend, and that firefighting is not taking you anywhere. It's only lowering your confidence in your own business. You've started to believe building a business is difficult, making money is not easy, building a team is impossible. If those are your belief systems while building a business, then let me tell you one thing: you've set yourself up for massive failure. I want you to revisit your belief system by upgrading your knowledge, because only when you upgrade your knowledge do you have the visibility and the clarity of what you need to do to grow your business. So make sure you click on the link and register yourself for this 4-hour live training called the Business Breakthrough Seminar, where we are going to go into the 7 foundational activities of building a stable and successful business, where we are going to break down what is your role in your business and what are the 3 focus areas that you need to focus on to build a business which can grow without you. This 4-hour training is just 99 rupees. And I'll tell you why we charge 99 rupees. We charge 99 rupees as a commitment fee. The reason why we charge this amount is because when you give things to people for free, they don't value it. So I want to work with only those who are willing to commit to learning. 99 rupees is nothing. At the end of those 4 hours, here's my promise. You will come back and tell me, Rajiv, why are you charging so less? The knowledge that you've shared with us in these 4 hours is priceless. That's my commitment to you. So make sure you click on the link, register yourself, invest those 4 hours in a live training with me so we understand what is the science of building a scalable, profitable business which can grow without you. Click and register right now. Don't delay this decision, because some people go back into the trap of laziness of I'll do it later. That I'll do it later never happens. So do it right now. And I look forward to seeing you at the 4-hour Business Breakthrough Seminar, where we are going to explore the whole Pandora's box of how do you build a stable and successful business. I look forward to seeing you there.